beneficial to you, except to submit to your heart. Submit you to what? وَادْخُلُوا فِي السِّلْمِ كَافَةً. Enter to Islam completely, not partially. Completely. In all forms. You realize this is Allah's law. This is from Quran. This is from Sunnah. This is the way Sahabas acted. I have no room to throw that away. For any sake. If you have room to throw that away, you have room to misplace Islam the way you wish. For the purpose of world, for the purpose of name, for the purpose of status, for the purpose of my happiness, for my comfort. You can't replace Islam. If you did so, you have replaced your grave. You have messed your grave. You have put yourself onto the hot hell fire. Are you ready for it? Look upon it before you act. Think upon what you are doing. It's not the issue that I am behind this sheikh and behind that sheikh and behind this imam and that imam. This can't help me. For they won't come to my grave. They won't come on Yawm al-Qiyamah for me. Only my amal will come. My sincerity, my truthfulness, my humbleness on the religion, what is being revealed. The way Sahabas and Ulamas are welcome, Sheikhs are welcome, not for hero worship, but for knowledge, for evidence. We welcome them, we appreciate them for ilm, wal-amalu biha, was-sidqu alayha, to tell the truth on it, promote it, the way the Sahabas did it. If someone is against Sahabas understanding, nahnu nu'adi, we enmity to them. If someone is against Sahabas understanding, we are against them till the last drop of blood. We will fight them with our iman. Iman means min al-qalbi, wal-nutqi, wal-amal. From the heart, from pronunciation, from action, we will battle all those who are against Sahabas understanding. Not an inch we are allowed to be pinched at Sahabas understanding. That is Islam. No filth can enter it. We won't let this happen for Islam. People of Sunnah should be kept crystal clear, and they should be cooperated, they should be promoted, they should be given and realized by others. If they are going to be ignored, they are going to be stressed, they are going to be departed, they are going to be divided, they are going to be opposed. It's only by the people who are against the people of Sunnah. That's not for a Sunni, that's not for a Salafi, that's not for al-Hadith, that's for a Bid'i, for a person of Bid'ah. He only will adopt that roads. So these are the fundamentals in realizing people of Sunnah and realizing the enemies of them. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to open our hearts to be in the people of Sunnah, on the path of Sunnah, on the path of Sahabas, and open the hearts of others to understand this, adopt it, and not make dunya the reason to keep away from truth. And dunya whispers and desires shouldn't become the end for reaching my religion. Dear Muslims, first of all we have a duty to save myself and my family from the hellfire. Then comes the next duty. Hold on you to the Sunnah strong. Look to the Sunnah the way Sahabas applied. Practice the way the Jama'ah practiced. Live upon it. Bear it. The difficulties you have to face is a blessing. It is a blessing from Allah to you if you have to go through difficulties. For He is testing you. He's trying to build you stronger. The more you face, the more you can know the value of the truth. Don't give up the truth for the difficulties. For if truth was believed as truth, we will not give it up for anything else. But if truth was not believed, it is so cheap, we might give it up for anything, for any purpose. This is my sincere advice. As we are coming into this Aqidah of Wasatiyah, Sheikh Abdurrahman Nasir Sa'di is getting us down to points, minute things which you have to realize very clearly. Inshallah, we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He bless us to understand this Aqidah in the best of its form, the detail and the minute matters of it, so that we can live upon it, believe it, act it, and we can save ourselves in our graves, and we can save ourselves from the naughtiness of the shaitan in our souls, and from the destruction in the globe, and the destruction from Allah's punishment, the hereafter. This is my sincere advice to you all on the introduction of Imam Abdurrahman ibn Nasir Sa'di, and my little comments on to remind فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, for remembrance is always useful to the believers. Inshallah, in the next class we'll we'll be starting with as-sifat, attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you all have any questions on the matter of what we discussed, please come up with it. Any questions out of topic should be ignored totally, inshallah. Welcome. The question is the hadith which we elaborated, ma'ana alayhi wa sahabil yawm, and the other narration al-jama'ah. Which is the wordings of Rasulullah, the al-jama'ah or ma'ana alayhi wa sahabil yawm? Now this is a minute research which ulama ul hadith go ahead and elaboration. But actually imams don't hurry up in judgment on it. Whatever said, we say both is the hadith of sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One is explanation to the other. Al-jama'ah carries in the line of narration with the authentic line of narration. Ma'ana alayhi wa sahabil yawm carries with a line of narration with a light weakness. Upon that, there have been sometimes people who are enemy to the concept of Sahaba's understanding, trying to chop off ma'ana alayhi wa sahabil yawm and carry the meaning of al-jama'ah out of its context. Example of them is Yusuf al-Qaradawi. He tried his best on it by using wrong attitudes. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exposed him in many places, for he was a door of falsehood. So from this we understand the al-jama'ah is an authentic line of narration, which we can say very clearly Rasulullah said it with no doubt, because the sanad is sahih. The ma'ana alayhi wa sahabil yawm has in its narration certain weakness, but it still comes in the position of Hasan li ghayrihi, Hasan by the support of others. By the support of other line of narration become Hasan. So upon that we say al-jama'ah is the sahih, Saraha bihi Nabi sallallahu, that which Rasulullah has said it of. And later narrators and others bring ma'ana alayhi wa sahabil yawm. So we clearly understand al-jama'ah is the same meaning of ma'ana alayhi wa sahabil yawm. Why we firm to say al-jama'ah is the Rasulullah's word? Because that is sahih. Sanad is sahih. Ma'ana alayhi wa sahabil yawm, there's a weakness in narration. Although it comes to Hasan li ghayrihi, we take it to the second level in the levels of authenticity from below the al-jama'ah level. So al-jama'ah giving the priority, Rasulullah said it. Ma'ana alayhi wa sahabi, this hadith is Hasan li ghayrihi, the same meaning of al-jama'ah. Am I clear to you? Inshallah, continuing with the book of التنبيهات اللطيفة على ما احتوت عليه العقيدة الواسطية من المباحث المنيفة of الإمام الشيخ عبد الرحمن بن ناصر السعدي رحمه الله تعالى. After finishing our introduction, which he had explained to the words of Ibn Taymiyyah's introduction to Al-Aqidatul Wasatiyah, he continues as Al-Fasl, the first fasl, the first chapter, As-Sifat, the attributes. في الأصل الأول وهو أصل الأصول كلها وأعظمها وأهمها وعليها تنبني جميع الأصول والعقائد وهو الإيمان بالله. He says that the founder base for every fundamental and the biggest and the most important, and upon that is organized or depended all other base and the faiths or the creed, that is the faith in Allah. Imam Abdul Rahman ibn Nasir Sa'di rahimahullah ta'ala elaborates to us that the sifat, the attribute, he says one of the fundamental base for all other base. That means knowing Allah's attributes is where you are going to get into the proper form of basing yourself. The ignorance in Allah's attributes is ignorance in Allah. So if one doesn't know about Allah, he will not be in a position to submit to Allah the right way. He would like to submit to Allah, but he wouldn't have that attitudes, that manner, the qualities which he should hold on to be a proper slave. Because he has been enough ignorant about his master. Not knowing the attributes of Allah is the biggest ignorance a man can hold on. So every time Ahulus Sunnah Wal Jama'ah, A'immatus Salaf have been very strict on the matter of Allah.